Hello friends and welcome back to another One Chunk at a Time Iron Man episode number 5. In the last video I saw a huge amount of support and I truly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all of that. I had some comments saying that this is the most underrated series that they've ever seen, or that this is one of their favorite series that they're watching right now. And in the last episode I asked for 250 likes on that and you guys smashed it by almost 100 likes to date, so thank you very much. Please hit that like button again. It truly does help me out a lot. Again, as always, subscribe, follow the Twitch channel. You get your name up on the board. Lastly, before this episode begins, please go check the description before or after. I have a straw poll down there. Please vote on it. Very important. I want to know so that I can put out the best content for you guys. I want to know what you guys want to see. So thank you so much. Enjoy the episode. Hello, it is actually me from the past. There is 69 woodcutting. Very cool. Nice. Anyway, tomorrow I'm actually going to be doing my 70 smithing stream. And if you're seeing this now, this likely took place like a while ago. But I have to fill some time in between here. I mean, I have like, 10, 15 hours of playtime in between now and when I get 70 smithing. And I obviously didn't want to get it off stream. So we're just here chopping some wood because there is a very real possibility that my next chunk is, well, this one. And I'd have to get 75 magic. Or sorry, not 75 magic. That would be tough. 75 woodcutting, fire making, and fletching to finish that chunk. So we're just here chopping some trees to pass the time till tomorrow. But by this time you'll know what chunk I unlock, so this clip may be completely pointless. A nice neat little level will be coming in here any moment now. There is 70 wood cutting. Very nice. 5 levels to go until I can chop a magic tree. Well, would you look at that? We have all of the ingredients to finish Cook's Assistant like right away. I had to get the pot of flour drop from an imp, which is 1 in 64. And I literally called the drop on stream, and it was on 3KC. So that just goes to show you how freaking good my RNG is on this account so far. But why not start the video with an awesome, probably the best. Let's go. Cook's Assistant complete. We are done. Now, we need to do an even longer grind. 7 Thieving, and technically, yes, that will be a longer grind. Hey, there is 7 Thieving. I unfortunately missed the level, but very nice. That's 2 of the 3 grinds on this chunk that we need to finish up. I'm pretty sure that I do need to end up getting 47 cooking for the potato with butter and cheese, because I think I need to use the butter and the cheese for the potato to use those 2 up as to utilizing making them for this chunk. I'll look a little bit further into that to see if it's what I do need to do, but I think I do need to do that. So we'll go grind out 47 cooking regardless. To have actually a little bit of a conversation with my Twitch chat, we actually figured out that I don't actually need to get 47 cooking for this chunk, because while I do have access to potatoes and I do have access to milk, meaning I can churn it and make cream, butter, or cheese, I actually only need to make the bottom level processing for each product like we have with, well, everything else we've ever done, right? So we actually only needed 7 cooking for the baked potato and 21 for the cream. So I'm just going to go do those really quickly, and then we're going to roll a new chunk. Could you imagine that? 2 chunks in like 15 minutes? Oh, no. Come here. Yeah, good boy. And let's steal. Oh, I need 10 thieving. Oh. Okay. And let's try this again. There we go. That part is complete. With this right here, I don't know how long this is going to take. Cooking and the chunk is all done. Let's go. Again, for the love of God, please do not give me chunk number 2. Please don't give me chunk number 2. Please. Please. No chunk number 2. That's all I ask. I hide the face while I roast the chunk. Did I click it? Okay, yeah, I did click it. I don't know what I got. It better not be number 2. It seriously better not be. Survey says That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. So, okay. While that may look bad, that is excellent. Because, number one, I have now, if I unlock agility right here, I have access to feathers, meaning I have access to training fletching, which is very, very good. Well, if I unlock this chunk too, I need to unlock number 5 as well. But if I can unlock number 5, that is very, very good. Because we are one step closer. Well, we already have unlocked the feathers. I just need to get away over there, which unlocking 5 would be. I'm not upset about this at all. I'm not upset about this at all. All right, but that means an immediate another roll because we can't do anything because we can't access this chunk yet, right yet. I can't access this. I can't access this shortcut until I have sinew, I believe. Yeah, I need sinew, and I don't have a bear near me that I can kill. Well, actually, I do. It's right there. But all right, another roll. Another roll. 3, 2, 1. Not 2. Please, for the love of God, not 2. Not 2. Survey says a nothing roll. A literal nothing roll. Okay. 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 Wow, we're rolling a lot right here. We're injecting this rush into us. 3, 2, 1. Another nothing roll. Another nothing roll. Okay. This is a huge area right now. I have a very high chance of unlocking 5. Pick the chunk. No dramatics. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's take a little bit further peek up here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. No. No. I have to grind to the master farmer. But I also have access to the wizards now, which is interesting because they may unlock an entirely new drop table for me. Huh. Okay. Hey, there we go. We just got 30 thieving. Now I pretty much just have to double that, and I get the number or the level that I need. Decided to move on from men. Was doing men for a little bit, but realized farmers were about double the XP that men are. Hey, there is 38 thieving, a very, very nice level to get, because now we can go steal from master farmers. Now, I do need to check if the guards up in this chunk, okay, they are in the chunk. So I will actually have to grind up to get 40 farming, or 40, not 40 farming, that would be horrific, 40 thieving, which should only take a little bit of time from the master farmers right here. So we will go grind that out real quickly. Also gaining up a little nice cash stack there. So hopefully the master farmers will make this go a little bit faster. I was getting about 10 to 11k XP per hour at the farmer, the regular farmer, so we'll see how fast it is here. If not, I can just switch back, obviously, to the other farmer and grind out the 40 there. But we will come here, see what we can get, see if we can get any goodies, and just finish up the chunk. After about 4 or 5 hours of grinding, we are finally here and ready to hit our level 40 thieving. That is wonderful. I can now steal from city guards. That's great. Let's go steal from a city guard and finish up this portion of the chunk. The chunk is not totally complete yet, and I'll explain why in one moment, but let's just go steal from a guard real quickly. Come here, Mr. Guard. Give me your money. Thank you, bro. Awesome. And now, the final portion of this chunk has to do with these guys. Oh, that was a bad zoom in. So for the actual completion of this chunk, I do need to kill the 2 dark wizards, well, the level 7 and the level 20 near Varrock. You know, the ones that kill every single new person in the game. But also from them, I need to grind out the Mage robe top and the staff that you can get from them, because they're both the best in slot magic items that I can get from them. So I figured, while I'm doing that, I might as well. I have no idea how that last clip got cut off, but I basically got 48 cooking so that I can actually now make cheesy potatoes, which I needed 48 cooking for to make the cheese with. And they will be my best in slot heal item for potentially a very long time, and they're very easy to replicate. And I figured I'll get smacked by the level 20 Dark Wizard pretty hard, so I might as well grind out the best food that I have access to right now. Oh, very nice. We get the black robe before we get the staff, and the staff is a much easier item to obtain. And I didn't realize how hard they would hit. Well, I knew that they hit pretty hard, but they've sucked down pretty much all of my food that took me like a half an hour to make pretty much already, so hopefully we can grind out the staff pretty quickly here. Ah, yes, spending the entire time to get an entire inventory of food back just to get the staff on the first kill. Well, with that equipped, I'll do another quick sweep real quickly. But that should be the chunk done, and we can select another one. Time to select a new chunk. Like I said, please, literally anything other than number 3. Anything. Anything other than number 3. Please, 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 please. Okay, well that's a nothing chunk. I can't do anything at all with that, so we're going to roll again. Okay, here we go. Another chunk. No number 3, no number 3. Okay, again a nothing chunk, but that's okay. That's actually nice. I get a little carpet ride from there to Bedabin Camp. But I can't technically go there yet because I still have to go through 9. So it doesn't really matter. No number 3. Nothing. Oh, yes, let's go. That's a good chunk. That's a really, really, really good chunk. Okay. Okay, that is a fantastic chunk, actually. Nope. Oh, what just happened? Okay, that is a fantastic... Oh my gosh, that's such a good chunk. So this chunk actually gives us access to a couple of things. One of them being a new mine here, where I can do, you know, coal, mithril, and adamant. GG. And it also gives us the ability to come here, talk to Father Ernie, which when I have access to the Wizard's Tower, I will be able to complete the Restless Ghost quest. I will be able to start the Lost City quest over here as well, which will be wonderful if I'm ever able to finish that. Just kidding, that is locked off. But most importantly, and the biggest part of this chunk is the down below here. I can now buy a candle from this mad lad and light it, which is wonderful. And I can go down this hole. Wait, can I? Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do anything in this chunk. I need to find out and see if I can get a rope, because I may not even be able to go down in this chunk unless I have a rope. Huh, let me look into that real quickly. Ah, yes, wonderful. Okay, so they do drop ropes here, and we just got our ropes, so now we can descend to the Lumbridge swamps and actually start training agility down there, and I will show you how. Alright, the rope is in the hole. Let's go exploring. Man, it is dark down here, and it does not look fun. So believe it or not, this rock right here is a shortcut that you can take, and if you go to jump across it, you can gain 3 XP. But, even better, even if you fail, like such, your lights go out, but you still gain 1 agility XP even if you fail. So, while this will be horrible and monotonous for the time being, I think we'll stay here, get a couple of agility levels. I don't know what the XP per hour here is, and I'm not going to stay here for too long, but I would like to get at least to level 10 agility. And there's level 2 agility. Right now, I am getting a cool 700 XP per hour doing this. I'm sure it'll go up slowly but surely, but I'll probably only stay here till about a level 10 or so, which is maybe an hour. And this jump should get us a very cool level 10 agility. There we go. Now we can use the Draenor Village and a couple other items, and that's actually where we are going to be stopping the agility for right now. So there may be a couple questions to this, and I'll explain them in one moment. So in the beginning of this series, we obviously defined when a skilling challenge was unlocked, and that was when we had a primary method of leveling a skill. So you chop a tree, you're going to get a log every time you mine a rock, you're going to get an ore every time. If you do an agility shortcut, you're going to get a small amount of agility XP every time. And while some chunkers, people who do chunk Ironmans may consider that a primary training method. I am not going to be considering that a primary training method. I will be considering that a primary secondary training method. So while I can get XP from every single time I do that, it is not the primary purpose of that content. The primary purpose of that content is to be used as a shortcut. The primary purpose of a tree is to be chopped and gain XP with. So there are a couple instances in which I can think of in the world of RuneScape that do provide a very small and guaranteed amount of XP for a skill, but the XP is so astronomically low because it is a secondary use of that content. For example, agility shortcuts are one of them. Another one I'm thinking of would be Sorceress Garden, picking the herbs. For example, say I unlocked the Spirit Tree patch over here in Draenor, right there, and I also unlocked the Alcarid Sorceress Garden chunk as well. Well, I would have to pick somewhere around 1 billion herbs before I'd be able to, plant a spirit tree, when in reality that chunk and that minigame is not used for the farming XP. It is used for the thieving XP behind it, the farming XP that you can get from a secondary part of the minigame is a secondary training method. And this is going to be consistent for the rest of the series as well. So not many instances. Those are really the only two that I can think of off the top of my head. There probably are a couple others in which this category would fall under, because if I were to count this as shortcuts as a primary training method, I would be there for the next, 30 hours before I'd be able to use this agility shortcut, which I need 38 agility for, where the training is about 900 XP per hour. And imagine I don't unlock the Draenor agility or the Varrock agility, and shortly after that I unlock, which I'm literally one chunk away from, Pollen of Each, getting Pollen of Each agility. I'm not staying there till 70 agility, or else I would never put out a video again, because that would be an 800 hour grind, something like that, and I am not willing to do that. I think I've already covered my base with very long grinds down here. So that's the thought process behind that. We actually do have one more thing that we need to do in this chunk before we're able to unlock a new chunk. We need to go and kill some giant frogs, because they will drop a mithril spear. A myth spear has the highest stab bonus of a weapon that I can obtain right now. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go kill some giant frogs. They are level 99, but I'm thinking I'll be able to use some magic against them and hopefully kill them relatively quickly. They don't drop myth spears commonly. They're an uncommon drop, so hopefully it won't take too long. We are certainly making our way along during this grind, but there is a cool 25 magic. I can now teleport to Varrock whenever that comes around, but grinded out 25 magic levels from this so far. The way that I got mined in air runes was from the magic trainer. I did this pretty much at the beginning of my account and hadn't done it for a very long time. I wish I had kept up with it a little bit more, because it's probably going to be my fastest way to kill these frogs. I think I will have to flinch them from here on out once I do run out of these runes, but no sight of a myth spear yet. We'll be getting a bit of an odd level here, but I've been training for the past couple of hours to get, 35 hit points is nice, but more importantly, to get 41 combat like I did right there. So the point behind getting 41 combat, I need runes pretty badly, because I have discovered that there is really no other... Ooh, there's 31 defense as well. There's really no efficient way to kill these frogs down below unless I'm using magic. It takes 15 plus minutes to flinch them. So I figured, I might as well collect runes from the Mage tutor in Lumbridge while I kill these, and then now that I have 41 combat, I can actually go kill the dark wizards near Varrock to get their runes while I kill them. So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go kill the level 7s, because the level 7s and the level 20s drop mind and air runes at the same rate. So I'll probably just use a kind of suicide method where I go with no food, kill them till I die, rinse and repeat. The method is going to take me quite a long time, and I've been grinding for these runes for a while. Hopefully I can get the Myth Spear. I did hop on one of my mains and checked. Yes, they do drop the Myth Spear, but it is not a common drop. I probably killed about 30 or 40 of them, and I don't know how, obviously, had no clue how long it's going to take me, but I figured this will be my best method of going about and getting these runes. Finally! Oh my gosh, finally! I'm not even kidding. You would think, oh, it probably took an hour or two to get this. This took me like 12 hours to get. A freaking Myth Spear that I'm never going to use in my life. I'm actually going to save it for whenever I get to Teoblil Trio. But oh my gosh, we finally have the Myth Spear. Meaning, we can now unlock a new chunk. Let's get to the rolling, boys. Okay, it is time to select the new chunk. What will it be? Will we get number 4, which will royally screw us over? Will we get 10, which will make me happy? My wish is to get 14 or 8 unlocked. 5 would also be cool, because then I could have Clan Wars, and I have the Clan Wars teleport as well, which would actually be pretty darn useful too. So, what's it going to be? That's pretty much a nothing chunk so far. Okay, let's unlock another one. Bedouin camp. Man, it just keeps going deeper and deeper into the desert. If I unlock 8, I'm gonna have to do so much crap. Okay, pick a chunk. Literal worst case scenario. Literal worst case scenario. Okay. It's time to start. MTA was unlocked. Mage Training Arena. So, this means a couple of things. First and foremost, I do not have to grind out all of the Mage Training equipment right away. If you think back to the beginning of the series, you will realize that anything in which I did not have a primary method to get the primary resource to obtain a skilling challenge that was unlocked, I wouldn't have to do it. So there is no way, unless I go for 10,000 hours to get the nature, the cosmic, the law runes, I guess, as well, to be able to grind this chunk out, that I would be able to do it anywhere efficiently. So until I have a primary method, so rune crafting and or a very good way to obtain runes, either through killing, NPCs, etc., I do not have to grind out, the Master Wall and the Infinity. I will need to do that at some point when I do have a good amount of runes. That will probably come when I have a way to consistently get the runes for that chunk. So what that means is that the only thing remaining in here is the fact that I need to chop a magic tree, pretty easy, fletch a magic log, and burn a magic log. And that's where it sucks. So this is going to begin a grind in which I need to use a steel axe, probably utilizing these willows once again for a very long time to unlock this chunk. So these willows will be used to get 75 fletching, 75 woodcutting. I think I might get up to 80 something woodcutting along the way, and 75 fire making as well. So I guess what's the point of standing around? Might as well get started. Wow, 75 woodcutting just sneaking up on me. That's pretty cool. I can now cut magic trees. Would be cool if I got like, a 1-to-1 ratio on XP. But I guess it doesn't work that way. After many hours, we have hit not 75, but 70 fletching. I can now make yew longbows. That's actually pretty nice, I guess. I think they're needed for a clue. maybe it's U short bows. I don't really know. The U short bow will be really nice, which I got at 65 fletching, but only about 5 more levels to go. Unfortunately, 5 levels equates to roughly 35 more hours. And that's just for the fletching. While I did get 81 mining with a bronze pickaxe, which in my opinion is much more impressive than this, there is 80 woodcutting. Holy smokes, 80 woodcutting. I don't get anything from it, but that is a very nice milestone to hit on the account. Guess about 10 away from redwood trees, which is really only about 5, because I'm sure at that point I would have a boost for it, and I'm done pretty much everything else. So really the only last thing that I have to get for woodcutting is redwood trees. I should be about 1k chopped logs, so about 60-70k away from 84 woodcutting by the time I'm done this, so probably only about 3 or 4 more woodcutting levels until I'm done. So we're chugging our way through. Only about 11k until 74, and then hopefully I will hit 75 by the end of the day and can start fire making. Well, after about 90 to 100 hours or so, we are finally at 74 fletching. Not quite at 75 yet, but that is a very nice level. Only 1 more to go. We are almost done. So I was going to make this clip of me getting 75 fletching, but then I decided, you know what, I might as well just save it for my stream whenever I get 65 or 75 fire making. So we are 20 XP away from 75 fletching, so practically we have 75 fletching done. So we are actually gonna switch to fire making now. I got about 10,000 logs that I need to chop, and gosh dang was that fletching grind probably the most boring grind. And yes, I know that I just got done a 500-hour mining grind with a bronze pickaxe, but that was just beyond boring. I'm really not quite sure how, but this grind has just been far more boring than the mining grind and the smithing grind that I was on. I don't understand it. Don't ask me how, but there is 83 wood cutting only with a steel axe. That is the last woodcutting level we're actually going to be getting during this grind, at least. At some point we'll have to grind up to 90, but we're getting really close to that. So that's the last level we'll need, and I think I need about 3,000 or 4,000 more logs for fire making. So only a couple more hours here, and then it will be time for some pure fire making. Whew. This is boring. Oh wow, I was not even paying attention. There is 70 fire making, which we can't do anything with. But only about 5 levels to go, and I do have the majority of it banked. I think I need to go back and get about 600 logs, maybe somewhere around there, but we have the majority of it banked, so just knocking it out. Thank God that Jagex made Winter Todd, because this is just awful. Well, this log right here that I will be chopping will hopefully be the last log that I will have to chop for a very, very long time. Oh, some goodies are on the ground, but with this inventory, we will be completing all of the logs that we need, well, for both 75 fletching, which we did a long time ago, but also 75 fire making. The time has come. We have finally gotten to the point in which we are one log away from 75 fletching and 1 log away from 75 fire making. 1 log away. And we will do it on the hallowed doorsteps of the Magic Guild. Let us fletch the final log. 75 fletching. Let's go. I can now make rune arrows. Most importantly, I can fletch a magic log. And finally, 75 fire making. Let's go. Yes, sir. 200 hours coming to an end. We are finally complete. 75 fire making, 75 fletching. We can complete this chunk. We are moments away. Now we just have to spend the next 10 minutes trying to chop this tree with a steel axe. I'm going to be a dad by the time this is done. Come on, man. Please. Hello? Let's go. The final log has been chopped. Let's make our way again to the hallowed steps of the Magic Guild. Now we will be finishing our chunk completely and finally. 200 hours from level 1 to level 75 fletching, about 150 hours on this grind alone. It is time to finish. Let us do it. The magic log. They have been fletched. Oh, no. Wait, no. No! Ah! No! Ah! No, now I have to go spend 5 minutes and get another log because I have to set it on fire. No. Oh my gosh. No. We will actually and finally be completing our 200-hour long chunk. We must light it on fire. Here we go. Let's go. We're done. We're finally done. We can pick a new chunk, hopefully move into a brand new world. And at some point in time, come back here because I'm going to have to do that at some point. But we are finally done this chunk and we'll be able to collect a new, or start a new chunk tonight. Let's pull up the roller. Let's see what we get. We are going to be picking a chunk in the next couple of moments, but for continuity's sake with this series, I have decided to block off every single chunk that I could not walk to right now. Meaning I'm going to block off every single chunk down here in the desert for the time being. And that doesn't mean I will unlock them. I won't unlock them at some point. I just don't want to be unlocking chunks that I can't get to right now because it just doesn't make sense for me to do it. So I'm going to be locking all of those off, these, and these as well. So that leaves us with 9 total chunks. The tutorial island chunk doesn't matter regardless. So let's take a look at these real quickly. Any single number of these chunks could lead me to great things. There's nothing bad on this board right now that I could truly get. The longest grind that I could potentially move forward to is the Varrock chunk, which is 1 step away from the Varrock sewer, which would lead me to Obor and Byrophyta, or whatever his name is, which would be a very long grind. So it'd be cool if I got that. If I didn't, I wouldn't care. But without further ado, let us find out what our next chunk is going to be. I'm going to cover the eyes. Got to cover the eyes. What do we get? I don't care what we got. I just hope it's exciting. Because there's a lot of stuff where I have nothing to do on any of these. Survey says... Okay. Let's block this off. How anticlimactic could this possibly get? 3, 2, 1, go. That's not bad. Okay, so that is the one chunk that I decided not to block off right now because I can't get to it. But if I unlock chunk number 7, I would be able to make, and I'm pretty sure about this, I don't think it's the red topaz because I think those are all wilderness. But in chunk 7, I have access to opals and jades as well. And that would give me one step closer to being to be able to teleport to the wizard tower. So that's not a bad chunk. I still can't get there, but that's not a bad chunk to unlock. And I'm also very close. If I unlock that, I would open up 2 or 3 quests. So I'm not upset about that. That is a good chunk to unlock. 3rd time's a charm. Let's not delay. River Lum. Okay, let's go explore. Okay, so we've taken a quick look around. I can't go in there for a... Well, I guess I could technically go in there, but I can't really do anything in there because, well, I don't have 32 quest points and I can't really start any training there or buy anything, so we don't really have to worry about the Champions Guild. And other than that, it's pretty desolate. There is an agility shortcut over here, but if you remember from before, we are not going to be counting agility shortcuts until we have a primary training method, and we're not counting shortcuts as a primary training method. We're counting those as a secondary training method. So what that means, 4 chunk rolls in a row. Let's see what we get. Let's bring it up. Let us roll a next chunk. Anything but number 9. Anything but number 9. That's or number 8. Number 8 now that I changed it. Anything but number 8. Please, for the love of God, anything but number 8. Please, 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 please. Yes! Oh my gosh. That's best case scenario. That is best case scenario. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I've never been happier in my life to be able to go to Draenor. Oh my gosh. Wait. Can I get there? Oh, no, no, no. No, no. Okay. So, as you can see, there is no chunk. There is no step that I can go over to get to the other side without going in this chunk in which I do not have unlocked yet. Which means we will be going for a roll again. Another roll. As you can see, exiled tank. He can't run straight through. He has to run around the tree to get here. So we cannot access either the Wizard's Tower or Draenor Village. No drama. Let's just roll. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Let's go. Let's go explore this new chunk. Oh my gosh. This is honestly one of the best case scenarios. I am dangerously close to number 9, which I do not like. But this opens up the most amount of content that I could have opened. I would like to record the first moments of us walking into the most grand city in all of RuneScape. As you can see, I just got a music track as well, so that just proves to you that I've never been here before, never stepped across that line. The garden has been unlocked, and so has the beautiful city of Varrock. On our first stop in Varrock, we have gotten, well, the most important thing that I've been looking for a very, very, very long time. And it doesn't matter that the bank is an eon away. We now have an anvil, which I can use to make whatever I need to, which is amazing. Secondly, we have the museum now, which unlocks downstairs. I can do a quick minigame to get both 9 Hunter and 9 Slayer, which I will be using lamps on Hunter from here on out until I get 17. And that will unlock Hunter training for me at Puro. So that's awesome to see too. Thirdly, we have a new agility training and a primary agility training method at that. So, that means I will need to go back into the Lumbridge caves for about 8 more hours, somewhere around there. Yeah, 8 hours of that. And I'm going to start jumping across some stones and get 30 agility and train here for a very long time. I have this shop now, which now means I can get a new best in slot item, which is the Adamant Longsword. This Adamant Longsword would be my best in slot for potentially who knows how long. And last and finally, I know I said the anvil was most important, but this might be close to as important as well. We have finally unlocked a primary magic training method. I have access to chaos runes, mind runes, every single elemental rune, some death runes if I ever needed them. Probably not going to buy them from here, but this will set us up for a great amount of training, which will really skyrocket my account forward. There really isn't a skilling challenge that I unlock here. I do need to go finish the museum, which will take me a couple minutes. I do need to go buy the Addy short sword, which will take 10 seconds. But other than that, everything else here, I've done. And since the agility I will do, but it's technically not a new chunk. And that's what I'll start out with in the beginning of next episode. I don't know how much I'm going to try grain there in the beginning. I at least have to get 38 for the Alcarid Mine shortcut. So, but we are in a whole new city, a whole new world, and I cannot believe it. We finally made it to civilization. We can actually do stuff in the world of RuneScape. I'm so excited. Last episode, we ended at nearly 24 and a half days on the dot. Let's get a count from Hans. Let's see what the damage is for this episode. You spent 31 days, 8 hours, practically 31 days and 9 hours in the world. You can take off about 20-ish hours because I'm a bad YouTuber and I actually forgot to record this clip and I've done about 20 hours into the next episode already. But that leaves us with about 30 days, so about 6.5 days, which comes out to 156 hours as I figured. So the entire fletching grind itself probably took about 150 hours. The other stuff was very small, very minimal. So the entire fletching grind from level 1 to 75 was about 200 hours in total, like I figured. And that is actually going to conclude this episode. I truly hope you all did enjoy. I put hundreds of hours into this like I have been doing. I promised from the beginning that this would be a long but very fun grind, and I hope you all are enjoying it. Truly, thank you so much for all the support that you have been showing me lately. My last video did extremely well, and I really hope that this one does as well too. Thank you all to those who have liked and subscribed. I truly look forward to putting more out, and with the opening Varrock, there's only oodles more content that I can do now, and that opens us up to an entire world of stuff that we can do. So I look forward to the next episode. I look forward to the future. I look forward to seeing what will happen next. Again, please do not forget to go vote in that straw poll. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you.